Hi, I'm Cheryl Leach. In this problem, we're going to be trying to find the equation of a tangent line to the graph of a function at a given point. Well, we want to find the equation of a line. To get the equation of a line, you need two things. You need the slope and you need a point on the line. But this is not just any line. We're looking for the tangent line. And we know that the slope of a tangent line can be found by using the derivative. So we'll begin by finding the derivative of my function. So the slope is f prime of x. When I look at my function, there are many operations going on. There's a squaring function, a constant multiple, some addition, but the main operation is the multiplication. These two factors multiply together. So when I take the derivative, I'm going to begin by using the product rule. The product rule says that you take the first factor, 5x plus 2, and multiply it by the derivative of the second factor, which in this case will be a 2x plus 1. Then you add the second factor and multiply it by the derivative of the first factor, which is a 5. Differentiation is done, but I'd like to do some simplifying. So I'm going to use FOIL on this first piece. 5x times 2x is 10x squared. The outside terms give me a 5x. The inside terms, a 4x. And the last terms, a 2. In the second term, I'm going to go ahead and distribute the 5. So I have a 5x squared plus 5x. And now I can combine all the like terms. I have a 10x squared and a 5x squared, which gives me 15x squared. And I have a 5x, a 4x, and another 5x, which will give me a total of 14x. The only term left is the plus 2. Now that will give me the slope of any tangent line. I'm interested in what happens at the point -1, 0. So at -1, 0, my slope is going to be 15 times -1 squared plus 14 times -1 plus 2. So I have 15 minus 14 plus 2 for a total of 3. So the slope of my tangent line is 3. Well, the next thing I needed for the equation of my line was a point, and that was given to me. -1, 0. So now I can put this all together to form the equation. I'm going to use the point-slope formula of a line. Y minus y1 equals m times the quantity x minus x1. So plugging in the appropriate information, I have y minus 0 equals the slope, which was 3, times x minus the x-coordinate. So that'll be a -1. So I end up with y equals 3 times the quantity x plus 1, and finally y equals 3x plus 3. This is the equation of my tangent line. Now let's take a moment to use a graphing utility to help me visualize this answer. So the first thing I want to do is I want to enter the two equations. First of all, my function, and then the equation of my tangent line. When I enter this equation, and I'm looking at the function, I have a couple of options here. If you prefer, you can use FOIL and multiply that out so that you're simply entering a polynomial. But you can also enter it using parentheses and enter it exactly the way it's written. And I'm going to do it that way. So I'll have parentheses 5x plus 2. I'll close my parentheses and then multiply, open another set of parentheses, x squared plus x, and then be sure I close that parentheses. Then I'm going to enter 3x plus 3. And when I graph it, I can see both of those lines, or both of those curves. It's a little bit small, so it might be helpful to zoom in one time and then you'll get a clearer picture of the graph and the tangent line that occurs at the point -1, 0. I hope this helps. Thanks.